great to be here, great to be a part of the Ohio State family, to be on Coach Meyer's staff. Look forward to eventually getting actively part of the coaching staff and after the bowl game, and really excited about the opportunity. Have a history with Coach Meyer that goes back pretty far, and really closely aligned in our beliefs. So I think it's going to be a great situation. So
we'll go over here to the right. Clay?
Yeah, Coach. Clay Hall, ABC 6, Fox 28. Welcome to Central Ohio. What enticed you? What was the deciding factor for you that, and was the NFL more of a priority for you, or did it matter?
Well, as a process. You know, I had been a head coach for 13 years, and then after the NFL, had done some TV work with ESPN and with NFL Network. So going through different scenarios, different situations, I wanted to get back on the field, and I wanted to do it in college. So to do it in college, I wanted to do it with someone that I really aligned closely with. And to me, when you're coaching college football, it's a great opportunity to influence young men. And you have to be around young men of character in a program that insists on that character. And Ohio State and Coach Meyer certainly represent that, so it was a natural fit.
Front row right here, Tim.
Yeah, Greg, what is Coach
Columbus
Meyer?
Dispatch.
Oh, excuse me, Tim Wright, Columbus Dispatch. How you doing, man? What is it that Coach Meyer's told you he wants you to bring to the table?
Well, it's really just be a member of the staff and a member of the team. So, you know, hopefully my experiences as a coach over the years, you know, Coach and I have, I don't know, we met back when I was in Chicago, I believe, when I was with the Bears and he was at Notre Dame. And we stayed in touch, and then as we both became head coaches at a young age, we visited each other and became very close. So I know to a great deal what this program is about, and I think he knows what my programs were about. And I'm going to come in and be a part of something bigger than myself, part of a staff that certainly has great tradition and history and has won a lot of games, and a lot of games under Coach Meyer as well. So just try to, in any way, come in and enhance what they've already done.
You know, and he left no doubt. He says Luke Fickell is the defensive coordinator. What you've been around Luke so far and stuff, how have y'all sort of meshed in your mind?
Well, I had a chance to meet with Luke before I took the opportunity.
Yeah.
So he and I talked through a lot of different scenarios, and I'm very comfortable with what I'm here to do, and it's going to be a great situation. Again, playing great defense, so just any way that I can enhance and help, that's what I'm here for.
Front row right, Austin.
Austin Ward, ESPN.com. Greg, it just seems like it's a really fascinating scenario with Chris Ash going to Rutgers, you coming here. Does it seem odd to you at all as you get here and that dynamic is playing out for a couple weeks?
Oh, I guess it's odd in that Rutgers being involved and Chris at Ohio State, but nothing in this business is really surprises you. You know, it's about relationships, it's about being in the place that you feel you can make the biggest impact. And at this stage of my career, you know, I've done a lot of different things. At this stage of my career, this is what's best for me and my family, and I'm glad it's been a fit with Coach Meyer and Ohio State. So that's really how I look at it. You know, I've gotten to know Coach Ash because I've come here to visit the last couple of years, and he's an excellent football coach, and I've tried to help him any way I can, you know, with him going to Rutgers, because he'll do a great job.
I mean, are you guys like sharing an office back there or something right now? Or?
No, I'm in a different office, but we've seen a lot of each other in this past 6 days, and again, any way I can help him, I've tried to, and he's done the same. You know, I'm going to be coaching guys that he coached, and he's helped me try to get up to speed with them. So it's been really a good thing.
Second row middle, Ryan.
Ryan Ginn with Buckeye Sports Bulletin. You mentioned visiting here. I know you've been here a couple of times, like in spring of 2014, I think. Did getting to see Ohio State and what Urban did and just this whole environment play into your decision at all? Did it make it more comfortable knowing what you were getting into, what practice is like, what the facilities are like, that type of thing?
Maybe subconsciously, at least when I'm talking to Urban about the opportunity, I can picture where I'll be doing it and who I'll be doing it with. I got to know the staff. So there maybe was some of the uncertainty that in other situations you'd have, but really it boils down to what I feel about Coach Meyer and I feel about what he's done here at Ohio State and how I can contribute that led me to make the decision.
Front row middle, Dave.
Dave Biddle, 24/7 Sports. There's been a lot of talk around here about rugby-style tackling in the last 2 years, something Chris Ash really believes in. I want to get your thoughts on that. Is that something you guys will continue to adopt, the rugby-style tackling?
Well, it's, again, everything is up to the head football coach, right? So whatever Coach Meyer feels is best is what we're gonna do. But I was here the day that those rugby coaches were here. Man, I think it was the first time they were here. So I got to sit in on that whole thing just by chance. And there's a lot of good points. There's a lot of things that they talk about that we've employed other places I've coached and coached defense. So tackling is the heart of playing defense. There's no doubt about it. You know, your job as a defender is to get the guy down before he gets into the end zone. So it's a critical part, and one that I think really, if you, as you watch college and pro football, it's an art, and it's maybe, you know, a lost art in a lot of ways. So critical that you look at every year, you evaluate your tackling, and if there's little tweaks you can make here and there, you do. But I think this rugby style tackling, there's several teams that are using it. It's been very effective.
And Greg, there's been some talk that Coach Meyer asks for a 2-year commitment from his assistant coaches. Is that something you guys broached?
You know, Coach and I really just talked about coming up here and doing the best I can. I don't know what the future holds. I really don't. I know that I'm all about Ohio State right now and trying to coach, or when I get to coach, we're trying to help recruit right now, and then when I get into the coaching staff, trying to coach and doing everything that I can, you know, to help Ohio State and help Coach Meyer.